up, you guys? Spring is right around the corner. Hopefully, fingers are crossed. I'm over winter and ready to move into a new makeup routine. All right, this time we are doing dewy makeup for spring. It's gonna be glossy and glowy. I'm calling it Fresh Morning Dew. Some of you may have noticed if you watch the reel that I've been doing this look that almost looks glossy. It's all the rage right now. It's the newest trend for spring, and it's actually using more cream-based makeup than powders. So we're talking cream-based highlighters, cream-based creams. That was wrong. I meant to say cream-based blush. So naturally, our first step is foundation. Now that we're moving into a warmer season, I like to warm it up a bit and actually use a foundation that's a darker shade. Another thing you wanna look for is to make sure that you do not use a matte foundation. You want it to be a cream foundation that is liquid and definitely will create a dewy effect. And then you're gonna use your sponge right here, which I like to get nice and wet. Going to squeeze my foundation right on top, and then we are going to start at my cheeks, mainly because that's where I have a little bit of redness, so it covers that up. See that that's darker than I really am? We're already starting to get a tan, people. And this takes some time, but you're just gonna use like a spackle effect. All around, make sure you get your hairline. We don't wanna see that you fake this tan. Make sure you get your ear. People always forget about their ears. Let's do a before and after of how pale I was like 2 minutes ago versus now. So now this is just like a healthy glow. For some days, this is really all you need. This, a good lip gloss that has a little bit of tint to it, some mascara, and you keep it pushing. So the next step is going to be contour. So I've got two different shades here. I've got a darker and a lighter one. The darker one I'm going to mainly do around my hairline. You guys know how this goes. And this will almost play the part of our blush and our contour. So although I always used to use this, then I would go over it with a powder. And that we are not going to do today. So we are keeping it dewy and glowy. I even love now the effect of like a glossy cheek, which I'm so excited to get into. And yeah, there are days sometimes on the reel where like Lana's telling me, girl, you looked greasy. It looked like your face was wet. And I'm like, that was the point. I love that look. So now that we've put a little bit of contour there, now we are going to conceal. I'm gonna grab a concealer that's a bit lighter than the foundation that I put on. And I'm just going to create my little tribal effect again. And now we shall blend. Okay, this is really important. Do you see how now I've got almost like a little halo going on? You always wanna make sure that you brighten the center of your forehead. So now I've created what looks like a shadow here. So my hairline is darker and it looks like it's tan, because naturally when you get a suntan, normally your forehead gets really nice and bronzed. That's the same effect you wanna create here, like that. Oh, that looks so good. Now remember, I contoured my nose, so this part is now darker, but now I wanna make sure that I brighten the sides. So I'm dragging down the concealer down the sides of my nose so that this will be white, this will be dark, and we kind of just leave the middle alone. Moving right along, the next step is I'm gonna do my brows. So I'm so obsessed with brow gels right now because the new look for brows is to actually create a spiky look with your brows. Guys, I'm so obsessed with this look. I'm like wishing that I had longer eyebrows so that they could just come out like alfalfa. Just want them to stick straight up, especially like this part of your brow. You really want it to just stick straight up. So I'm gonna fill them in and then I'm gonna use a brow gel that's gonna make them really look like they're sticking straight up. It's very editorial. God did not bless me with super full brows, but he blessed me with some bomb-ass makeup to make it happen. Okay, so there's really no one way to tell you how to do your brows. I say you've got to experiment. You've got to do it over and over again until you find a shape that you love and that you're committed to. This right here is the shape I'm committed to. We're in a committed relationship. Exclusive. So what I'm using is a tinted brow gel, and I'm gonna use this to spike my brows up. And again, I love this look. It's a super editorial look. When I say editorial, like when you look at fashion magazines, this is how they do makeup on the girls. They don't do makeup where they're doing a bunch of eyeshadow and they're creating crazy contour and everything's packed on and powdered down. No, when you're doing like fashion photo shoots, and even my photo shoot that we did for XIXI campaign, the Faith and Familia campaign, we barely had on makeup. Like all of us girls, no powder. We wanted to see the shine. We wanted to see my freckles in the picture. And I love that. I think this is like the new era of makeup and I'm obsessed. God, I love this so much. You see my spiky brow? I have one spikier eyebrow than the other. This is my less spiky eyebrow. This front, oh, you be working with me, brow. I appreciate you, I love you. Continue to spike. This one's trying, it's a little struggle brow, but it's okay. Now we're gonna highlight our brow. Get a highlighter stick like this, and I'm just gonna put it right in the arch of my brow. Right there. See that? See that? And then we're gonna blend that in. You'll need a little concealer brush like this. Boom. And my brows are done. Voila. Moving right along, now we are going to create an eyeshadow that almost is like a contour as well. You guys know I love this, but this time we're using creams. So, I'm gonna go back in from my contour stick and I'm actually gonna use this as an eyeshadow. And I'm gonna just blend that just like that. And I'm going into the corner. See that? And again, we're not gonna use any powders because we wanna create a dewy, glowy effect that just looks like skin on skin on skin. Blend out, you know I love to make my eyes look wider by pulling the cream shadow out. You guys know that I like to use the same products, multi-purpose. This technically would be considered a cream eyeshadow, but I'm actually just using my contour because I like to keep the colors, color continuity. So that's pretty much my shadow. Wait till I highlight it, it's gonna look so cute. And then I pulled it down into my nose, stub the tip to make it shorter. And then I'm gonna use this side of this brush to go under my bottom lashes. And again, this is gonna create a bigger eye. I also am grateful for these bomb eyelash extensions I have on. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are into eyelash extensions or you like to put a strip on every day, or do you love your natural lashes? If I had really great natural lashes, I would never put on falsies. I'm really into the natural look, I'm trying to tell you. But I love eyelash extensions, especially if I'm home and I'm not working, or during the summer, or family vacations. They always make me feel like I'm awake. They look super cute, but they have to be done well. You wanna make sure that you're also taking good care of them. Okay. So this is pretty much my eyeshadow, and now we're gonna add the highlight, my favorite part. You know how normally you see like it's a powder highlight? No, we're using cream highlights. Now, most of the time you would see that it's on a stick like this, so you would think that you'd just go on there like that. Oh no, girl, that's totally gonna take off the concealer that I already laid down, the contour that I already laid down. So instead I take these two fingers, my ring finger and my middle finger, and I like to rub it like this. Also, the heat of your hand is going to be really helpful in this. Warm it up, just gonna rub it like this. So I warmed it up, it's on my fingers now. And now I'm gonna place it on the top of my cheekbone. Like so. Do the other side. I also like to add highlight to my Cupid's bow, right here. And then I'm going to add it to the tip of my nose. Might even add it right here to my forehead for a little bit more of a glisten. Then you can actually blend it in like so. A little bit. And now we're actually going to add dewy highlighter onto our eyes. So I'm gonna use this same stick. I'm gonna rub it really well. And then I'm going to place the highlight in the center of my eyelid. And this is now my eyeshadow. Okay, now remember I said I had a lighter contour stick? We're actually gonna use that to once again go back in, and this will almost be like a bronzer slash brown blush. Blend that a little bit more. And now, one of my favorite parts is cream blush. I'm obsessed with cream blush. I use them on my eyes. I use them as lipstick. I use cream blushes on my cheeks naturally, but I love them. And again, you wanna make sure that they're warm, that it's not going on. And this really gives the ultimate dewy effect, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I literally have been doing cream blushes every single day on the reel, and people are commenting like, oh my God, her skin looks so dewy and fresh. Cream blush is the key. I also think that doing cream products also helps if you have skin that has texture, because you don't see it as much with cream products as you do with powders. With powders, you actually can really see the texture of your skin, and this is a cool way to disguise it. I'm even gonna add a little bit more to my eyes. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to lips. We're gonna use a really natural nude lip liner, and you guys know that I like to create a fuller lip look, so I go outside of my line. Fill it in just a bit. I'm right now currently obsessed with really glossy, again it goes with the whole glossy dewy look, glossy lips that are like iridescent pinks. So I love this nudie lip color. It's like my favorite right now. So now I'm gonna add some mascara. Because I have eyelash extensions in, I'm gonna skip the mascara on my top lashes, and I'm gonna go straight to the bottom because I don't want my top ones to look any more dramatic than they already do. We sometimes ignore our bottom lashes, and that's not nice. So let's show them some love. You definitely wanna use a mascara brush that can separate and doesn't cause clumps, because there's nothing worse than clumpy bottom lashes. That is not the look we're going for today. I wonder if you guys change your makeup style for every season. I know I do. And this right here is going to be my look all spring long. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you try it out. All the products that I used are in the description below. Love you guys. Mwah. Don't forget to subscribe.